Hey guys, we are here with our undefeated Swiss round and top 8 at Nationals, Jared Lopez of Checkmate Fusion. Jared, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Pretty excited. I'm actually at top 8.
Yeah. It was an insane run. You were undefeated, and then you matched into, I want to say Dalby?
Yeah.
Fellow teammate, coach, or whoever, whatever his title is right now.
Yeah.
Good friend. He's actually currently duking it out in Worlds right now, top 4, right?
Potential world champion.
Potential world champion. We don't know right now. No jinxing it, more than what we said. But what deck did you play for the weekend, man?
I decided to go with Reboot Cell.
Wow.
I think this just has a lot of good matchups into a lot of things. One of the only decks I did not want to see was Bojack, which Daniel Delby is on. But I think into Yellow Broly, into Yellow Nova, Red Vegeta, this just has good matchups across the board. It's a very powerful deck in my opinion. It's the green deck right now.
Oh, you think so? It's the best green deck?
I think so.
Yeah. It's not just because it's Android, right?
Well, always take that into consideration.
Right.
For those who don't know, the leader on the Unawakened side, you took an android from your hand, draw 1 card, KO up to one of your opponent's battle cards 3 or less, which is really big in this format because Red Vegeta's playing that 1-drop Gohan. They play that, you just KO it. And a lot of decks just try to play 1-drop to try to set up their Z energy. You can't do that against this deck, it's just going to KO it. On the Awakened side, you sack 2 cards, actually main sack 2 cards from underneath your leader, KO one of your opponent's battle cards, give this card 5,000 power and crit. So you can do this as soon as turn 2. You're awakening, you have 3 cards underneath, so you're awakening on 2 most of the time. Has insane board removal. Your opponent will never have a board against this deck. The early 5k crits just hurt a lot of decks right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the leader. I'll go into the Z deck before I do my battle cards. We do 3 Bardock Unison. This card's really big. You really want to play this on 2 before you awaken. Yeah, this card is just sets up Dormant. It's your draw engine for the entire game. It's for most decks, it's pretty hard to get rid of. Green can obviously just remove markers from it, but any other deck, it's pretty difficult for your opponent to try to get rid of this card. Yeah, this card's really good. I play 3. We play 1 Surmounting, just in case our secret rare is in life. Happens a lot. Or if we need to awaken for some reason, if we can't get our androids underneath our leader, which has happened, just whiffing on the androids. We play 2 of these Brolys, just a late game 25k double strike for 1 energy, super good, just try to finish games. We do 1 Frieza, another good card, double strike, KO 5 or less. A little bit more hand rip. We do have a lot of hand destruction in this deck, so this card does come up occasionally. We have 1 Z extra. On turns where we're not really doing a lot, we usually set this up. We're not playing too much from the Z deck. The only card we're really playing is Bardock and like something to finish the game. Rarely play this card, but it's just good to have in the deck. We do 1 Bojack. For decks that have annoying unisons, get rid of 2 markers, KO something, it's a double strike. And we do 1 of this Piccolo. This guy's actually really good. It's a Bond 3, 1 energy, 20k dual attack if you get that Bond 3, which is pretty easy in this deck because this itself counts as 1 card. Bond 5, you can Wet Spite KO something ignoring barrier. That doesn't really come up, but just having a 1 energy, 20k dual attack is just really good.
Yeah.
So that is all of the Z deck cards. We do 4 17s, 4 18s. So these help us awaken because their activate mains is they place themselves under the leader. So it helps us get to 3 cards underneath the leader by turn 2. This is a top 5 searcher for Android. Any Android, no, I don't believe any color. Yeah, it's a green Android, no energy cost restrictions. This just draws a card. Really important to see these. We want to see this on turn 1. If we whiff this on turn 1, it could be very detrimental. That's the one of the weaknesses of this deck. But other than that, these are very important. And we won 4 of the promo. This promo just literally made this entire deck. So whenever you tuck this underneath the leader, you switch out 2 Android cards from your deck, discard a card. So it's a hard +1. Usually we're using them to search out these targets, and we have some other targets on the deck. You can play this for 1 energy underneath your leader. It's 20k double strike, and also plays one of the cell androids from your drop area. Playing this card on turn 2 is just so oppressive for a lot of decks. This deck on turn 2 can generate like 4 swings. It's a lot of swings. Yeah, this card is super good in the deck. You really want to see this on turn 1 or 2. And it keeps your hand size up later throughout the game, because it's just a hard +1 every time you're putting this under your leader.
Yeah. Let's put it under leader, grab two of the little guys, and then after you do that, it's just straight up +1, and then you're good to go, right?
Yeah.
Insane card for the deck.
Yeah, for 1 energy you play this, and it'll also play one of these cells from your drop area, and it could also grab these when you took it under the leader. This is the cell chain. I do 3 and 3. This guy can free play if your opponent's board is empty and you have a unison on board. So one thing I like to do on turn 2 is free play one of these. If I have a cell under my leader, I can also play one of these and go into 2 of the 4 drops.
Wow.
And on turn 2 you have this, 2 4 drops out, your unison, and then you still have your leader swing. So it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
These do come in rest mode if you free play them, but the cell will play them in active. They're Union Absorb. They go into the 4-drop cell, which I do run 3 of. 16k barrier. When he's played from your hand or deck, you draw 1. So it's hand neutral when you play the 6-drop from underneath your leader. He also goes into the 8-drop. I do a 1-1 split for the 8 drops. This is a blocker. Whenever he's removed by a skill, he can sack 2 cards from underneath him, and he also has an activate battle where he can restand if he sacks 1 card from underneath him. Usually he's going to have 4 cards underneath him, so if your opponent wants to get rid of it, they have to get rid of it 3 times, which is hard to do. It's good into green, good into blue. It's only bad against red because they can just neg it, but against red I'm not really going into this guy. I'm just staying into the barrier dudes because they can't really deal with that. And then we have this guy. On play KO. When your opponent attacks, you can free negate. If you put an 18 into your drop area, I believe, you sack him and then you replay him. But the thing is, they could just remove it. So if they remove it, you don't get that free negate. I mainly just use this card for on play KO. He has the free negate, which comes up against some decks, but if your opponent removes it, you don't get a free negate off him. So mainly I'm just using it for on-spot KO.
Got it.
And that is the cell chain. We do 4 of the Great Sandman Super Combo. This is the best Super Combo to use because you can just bottom deck our little 1-drops or any of these dead cards we have in hand, and then just get them back from the deck when we Union Absorb or when we're tucking our cell underneath. Can't really run Paragus because we are decking out by like turn 5. We have like 5 cards in deck most of the time. Like there's a few games where I went down to 1 card in deck by turn 5, so it can't be running Paragus. Then we do 4 Solidarity. I mean, Solidarity is just an amazing card. Fair removal, hand destruction, 35k double strike. Pretty standard green stuff. Do a 1 of Cells Kamehameha. I'd probably cut this for a Poitsukai. I'm always siding this card out. It's probably good in Zamasu just because you can make a big swing on their dormant. Other than that, I'd probably just cut this card. 1 of Charismatic. Super good card. Gotta just put it in your deck. Do 4 dormants, keeps us alive. This is what keeps us. We rely on this super heavy. We don't have an easing, so 4 dormants is.
It's where it's at, right?
Yeah, it's what it's at. You need this card. The card's too good. Yeah, so this card is really good because we have blockers that your opponent can't really remove. So you dormant, block, and then you just have to negate another swing, and you're out of most turns. Like
Yeah.
We do 4 homicidal tokens. Our leader does rip down to 5 as soon as we awaken, so this is live on turn 2. Helps keep our unison alive, and since we're running Barlock, if they try to get rid of the token, it'll uptick our unison. So that's one of the things that makes our unison really sticky. We do 3 King Piccolo negate, so we're not a Saiyan leader, so we can run this. This is also most of the time live on turn 2. You need 3 non-Saiyan green cards in your drop area, so all our androids count for that. Yeah, negate. KOs a 5 or less, removes a marker. Sometimes I do just play this offensively just to try to clear my opponent's unison. So against Nova, if they have like blocker, if they're doing some Bardock stuff, just being able to get rid of a marker on play is super big.
Yeah.
We do 2 of this Goku. This is the one that Nanaku plays, but since we run the Bardock Unison, this is also really good with our deck. It's something else we could do on turn 3. On turn 3, we're not really doing a lot, so this is a good turn 3 play. Helps keep our Unison alive, keeps us alive. Usually, if we could set up this, plus the 8-drop Cell blocker, if you have a Dormant, your opponent's just not going to get through. We run 1 of this little Android 17, so this is searchable from that 6-drop Cell. Just a hard negate, auto, not really relevant. It puts a Android card from our deck into a drop area 4 or less. We just use this as a searchable hard negate, basically. 1 of Overwhelm. We run Secret ID because we do have a lot of one-spot KO removal, so we'd rather get rid of multiple targets and tokens. We do 1 of this Goku.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is the card. This is really good. If your opponent has 4 or more energy, and you have a cell with an energy cost of 4 or more, so this guy, or any other cell, the 6-drop cell counts as well, you can tap one of your opponent's cards in the activate main. So really can't be counterplayed. Mainly use this to tap out red. If they can't dance, they are literally dead. Against Broly, I like to tap down their blocker, their indestructible blocker, so they can't block twice.
Their Hirudegarn or Garlic Jr. or whatever?
Yeah, the Garlic Jr., that's big. Yeah, tap down Unisons if you need to. Just super good card. Gets me a lot of games if your opponent catches up on lacking with this card.
Yeah.
And for our secret rare, we do Cell Xeno.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't like bursting. I'd rather have something that just ends the game or gets me the game. And since we're surviving, till turn 5 is pretty easy to play. It's searchable from our little 1-drop Android 17. It just goes with the deck really well. It's a game ender, and this literally wins me most of my games, if not every game.
Yeah.
And since by turn 5 we have 3 cards in deck, there's literally no way we can not see this card. We're always going to see this card. That is the main deck. As far as the side, we do 2 Koitsukai. Some games I just side in 1 against certain matchups. I do both. Really, I just want it for Cell Xeno. That Cell Xeno turn. Every other turn, you really are not going to have the energy for it. So this is literally just for turn 5 Cell Xeno. We do a 1/1 package of Wretched Regeneration. So the idea with this is you tuck this under your leader, and then for 5 energy, you can play this from under your leader. You perfect force your opponent on 5, you get them to 3 cards in hand, and you're on 5. So if you have a board set up, you could Cell Xeno, get them to 0 cards in hand, and then quad strike them for the win.
Yep.
Yeah, so against certain matchups where slower matchups, they have a 13-card hand or something, this just says no. Also hard negate, which is pretty relevant. You can use it as hard negate.
Right.
We do 2 Fusion. I didn't really put this card in too much. Just a nice card to have. Counterplay. Just annoying cards, Floodgates, Walls against Nova. Just a solid card to have.
Like defending friends against like blue and things of that nature. Like just the 1-drop like Heroic Prospect. Does it hit Heroic Prospect?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So just to hit Floodgates if you need to.
Got it.
We do 1 more King Piccolo against Nova or anything we need marker removal specifically for. Also, the nice thing about this card is it has unique, so if you have one on board and your opponent Koitsukai's you, if you try to play another one, it'll just go to the drop, and it kind of plays on Koitsukai, so that's kind of a nice little thing about this card. We do 1 Hunt of the Demon God. Good against Dormant. I didn't really sight it in. Has a spirit boost, so if if you see a Gogeta or something, you could get rid of their Gogeta if you need to. But didn't play this card too much. Honestly, the thing about this deck is we don't really sight into too many cards, just because we don't have a lot of space and we can't afford to be switching too many of the cards out. So there's only a few cards that I sighted into this tournament. We have this 6-drop Cell. On play makes 2 tokens. It has activate main where it can sack tokens, and for each token you sack, you get rid of 2 markers from your opponent's unison. And that's any token on your board, on your opponent's board, doesn't matter. You can play it as soon as your opponent has 3 or more energy. I mainly use this to just nuke 4 class unisons that have 4 markers on it. Just on play, get rid of a unison.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a Deborah unison is annoying because your opponent can stop the quad strike off your cell Xeno. So just annoying unisons you need to get rid of. That's what I have this for. Against mill, I put in this Trunks Overwhelm. I didn't see any mill, so I didn't need to use it. But if they mill your secret rare, you just grab it back and then play it whenever you need to.
Right.
Only for mill, really. Also another deck, or another card for mill, just to get rid of indestructible cards. So if I played against Zamasu, get rid of their Zamasu pretty easy. Really the only thing it was there for.
Yeah.
Pleasure's the extra solid card. 2 SGRs. It's always good to have SGRs, to have marker removal. Other unison decks, other green decks. Yeah, just a good card to have.
Yeah. Thank you for the sick deck profile, man.
Yeah.
What were your matchups like?
I don't remember all of them, but I played against
Me.
I played against you. I think I played against Lotto Nova.
Yeah.
I played against what did I play? I played against Gamma in the top 16.
Yeah.
I went into top 8 playing against Bojack Delby.
Yeah.
And I played against Green Vegito. I had a pretty good spread.
Yeah.
I think this deck has good matchups across the board. There's very few decks that can keep up with it, in my opinion. It loses to itself more than anything.
Right.
If you don't see your 6-drop Sylph, or you can't awaken, then it's going to be rough.
Yeah, I get that. Well,
if you see it, then you win a lot of games.
yeah. Any shout outs before we close out?
Yeah, shout out to the team. Shout out to Robert DeCoste, Daniel Dalby, all our teammates, all the Arizona guys.
Yeah.
Helped me test. Wouldn't be here without them. They made me the player that I am today. So shout out to them. Shout out to Checkmate Fusion. We had I think we took all top 5 in Swiss. So
Yeah.
that was amazing.
It was top 5. It was all Checkmate Fusion players, and yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, shout out to all the Arizona guys and Checkmate as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jared, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.